let's do particles. Start shooting and exploding things. New scene. What else we have? Soft bodies. The active-passive key is your active rigid body is moved by forces or impulses. But if you want to just move it as you usually do in animation with keyframes, you can set active and passive key. So whenever it's passive, you can translate it and move it through the channels. And whenever it's like the rigid body, just quick active rigid body, and then active, yeah. No, that's passive. Yeah, that's the thing. You can key active and passive, between active and passive.
Right, because anything in the channel box can be keyed.
Because you see right now this is yellow. It's driven by simulation. This rigid body is driven by simulation. But if you want to key it, you have to do first apply the key on active field. All right, let's go particles. First thing, this particle tool. So you can emit particles or you can draw them. For example, yeah, you can sketch particles. There, it's right here. Okay, it's a open the particle tool. You just go to particles, and there's a particle tool. So I clicked on that square, and I have settings for my particle tool. So right now there's a you just click. You see the number of particles. You just click, and here you go. Each time it creates a new particle. So if you look in outliner. Okay, then you have your particle shape 1. After you finish clicking and you hit enter, this is your particle system. Okay, let me make it bigger so you can see. I can just make a particle shape. I can go and make balls. What is that? Spheres.
Is there a reason that ours would be a different color? Just red plus click enter.
If you hit enter, then there.
Yeah, click enter. You finish. While you're making them, while you're painting them, they're not. So they've been created right now.
You went into the attribute editor and clicked on the particle shape 1 tab.
Yeah, I'll go through it. I'll go through shading mode node render attributes. Okay. Also, you can also paint. If you click here, sketch particles, right here, you can just start sketching here. Okay, and then hit enter. You have another particle system, particle shape node. And plus, you can also, when you create particles, you can determine the number of particles, so you can start. Let's put them apart so we can see. Maximum radius here. So if we click, we have like 24 particles, and we keep a radius 12. That's what happens. You just click, and you have particles created. Every click, 24 of them, or 100, or 500. All right. Now, there's another thing called particle grid. And here you have a spacing, how many in between. So you click 1, 2, 3. Let's go through. Okay. So let's do spacing. Yeah. There you go. Just click. Everybody on click? Okay, just click on one corner, then another corner, and then hit enter. And then in order to see that, make it bigger. That's my point. And then you get a grid. So for example, you can test your field with that grid. Let's give less spacing, so I have more particles here. All right. Oh, too many. Way too many. Let's make what? 0.5. All right. I have these particles here. Make them into spheres.
Did you just click in 4 places to make
No, 2 places. In diagonal. No, just two places.
And then press enter.
And press enter, yeah. So I got this grid, particle grid, and I'll make it points better. And now I can apply field to it to see how it works. Like, for example, turbulence field, right? And there we go. Let's add some frames to our simulation. Now we see our particles moving around. Where's that I want to get rid of? I want to change the color. Channel editor. How can I change that gradient? I forgot. Quickly.
Go into,
Preferences. Color settings, I think.
yeah, it's in settings and
Oh, okay, I got it.
preferences. There's a grid.
I got it.
My elements.
Okay. See, that's my turbulence field.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got your grid.
No, can you just kind of backtrack from when you just create the grid? What do you do from here? Like just when you click the diagonals to make the grid?
Yeah, did you get a grid on?
Yeah.
Okay, so I select a grid and then I apply a field, turbulence field, for example, and I see how they move. It's good for testing and or especially when you study fields, or let's do vortex. You can see what it does. Every field. We'll go through fields just immediately.